Snowpocalypse 2026 is upon us, and most of us here in America, we're going to get hit with a lot of snow, uh, high winds, and more importantly, the cold. Now is not really the time to travel, but if you do, please heed all warning, stay up to date with all travel advisories. Even if it's local, keep in mind that public transportation can be suspended depending on how bad the weather is. So, don't think that maybe you may be able to get on that bus or that light rail and go to the store or something, but then you never know. That could be a one-way trip. They could just cancel service and you may have like practically no way back. So the best way to avoid this is get what you need in advance. But if something happens, you got to travel, go ahead and do so. But definitely check the websites, travel advisories. I said public transportation could be canceled. You may have a flight that could be canceled or delayed. And even if you take the train, you could be delayed by a number of hours. So my advice is, stay indoors, but if you have to leave, stay up to date with what's going on. Don't just show up at a bus depot or at a train station and, it's delayed by like 5-7 hours, or an indefinite delay where they don't know when or if service is going to start up again. And, yeah, you're indoors, but yet you're not really home. You're not in your own bed. You're just pretty much on the bench or whatever. But me, I'd rather be home on my couch, on my own warm bed, than, just sitting on a seat and looking at a screen that says delayed, and, customer service has no clue when they're going to start up again, if they start up again. I mean, heck, it could be a day or two before they even start up again. Who knows with these things? All right. My advice is stay home. If you have to go out, please be careful. Do not rush. You got a lot of snow on the ground, a lot of ice in the ground. Do not rush. Nothing's worth rushing, and you get possibly injured. And if you get injured, you may have to go to the hospital. And even then, keep in mind, emergency services, they can be overwhelmed. They could probably have the toughest time even getting to you. What might have been a 10 to 15 minute trip could be an hour, probably over an hour before they even get to you. Then they got to get you back, to the hospital. So, be careful. Look for alternate travel if you're able to. Like I said, trains and buses may be canceled for those that have flights that could be canceled. That's an alternative. Because I'd rather be on a warm train for a day or two getting to my destination than sitting at an airport, and those chairs are not comfortable. But just don't show up at the train station. Definitely call the customer service number, or even go on the website and see if they're running. And the same with buses as well. I mean, it may get to the point where, I know up here in the Northeast, sometimes, everything's canceled. No trains, no buses, no planes, nothing. All right, so if you got to pay extra for a hotel, because you're from, out of state or whatever, then go ahead and do it. If you have the means. If not, then, get comfortable at the airport or bus depot or whatever. But more importantly, be careful, be safe, travel safe. And if you're not able to travel, hey, it's not the end of the world. Storms come and go. This will pass. You'll make it to your destination. Might be a little bit later, but the most important thing is you're safe. All right? Stay indoors. Don't come out. And one more thing. This is for you women out there. Ladies, and I see this a lot, especially here in Jersey. if you can help it, stay indoors. Don't be pushing these baby strollers through the snow. I mean, yeah, it may be dad's weekend to watch the kid or whatever, but just suck it up. Don't push these baby strollers in the snow. Like I said, unless it's an emergency, in which case, me personally, I'd rather carry the infant than actually push it. And have to waste energy doing that. But it's on you. But my advice, don't be pushing these baby strollers out and it's snowing out here in this kind of weather. Like I said, I see it a lot in Jersey, and I know it goes on everywhere else, but unless it's an absolute emergency where, like literally life and death and it has to be done, stay home with the babies and infants. Don't bring these kids out here in this kind of weather. Okay? Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the hype button. Stay safe. More importantly, in this event right now, travel safe. Be well. See you in the next video.